corner of the end zone. Wants Keelan Cole in the right corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Keelan Cole with the score, and it is picked off by Yannick Ngakoue. Touchdown! Pick six!
Can you hear the hammer pounding on the nails? That's the nail in the coffin for the Cincinnati Bengals.
We in here, Duval, baby. Let's go! On the line of scrimmage, D-line. Come on! Come on! They can't beat us, we communicate now.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, bro.
This is Jags Wired. Brought to you in part by TIAA Bank, created to serve, built to perform. And by Baptist Health, changing healthcare for good.
Big win! Let's go, we're gonna W! Yeah!
It feels even better when everyone in the locker room and outside know it was a must-win for the Jaguars and their goal of returning to the playoffs in 2019. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Sexton. Welcome to this edition of Jags Wired. Consecutive losses to the Panthers and Saints put the Jaguars in an uncomfortable position. They went to Cincinnati having to win to stay in the AFC South race, but they had to beat a desperate Bengals team that was still looking for its first win, and that's never easy to do. What was easy to see, though, was that the Jaguars were energized by the victory and ready to keep moving forward towards their goal. Let's go back to Cincinnati and see and hear how they got it done at Paul Brown Stadium in this week's Southern Four Dealers Sounds of the Game.
Already sitting in the locker room. We're going to start the first series on offense, defense, and special teams. We're not going to wait till the second series to try to fix set that right now. Hey, 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's a spectacular day in Ohio at a place they call the Jungle. Will this battle of cats get the Jags back to their winning ways?
White on white, baby. Good things happen. Good things happen.
Well, I think it's a must-win game. You're at 2-4. If you're going to get to the playoffs, you got to beat a team like the Bengals. Quite honestly, they're terrible.
Gardner Minshew has to be better. It was his worst performance of his young career. But if you want to get well against the Bengals, I expect a big day from Gardner today.
We're going to make that big play now. We're going to be the one. Let's go right here, right now. Let's be great, y'all. Right here, right now.
Cincinnati has punted 4 straight times. This is the 5th possession for the Jaguars. Minshew. Well, you got to throw it to him. And that's what he's going to do. And he's got a wide open DJ Chark, who got away from McCray and zips down that sideline.
Boy, that was bold by Gardner Minshew. Very bold. Because when he comes out of the pocket, he's got one of two things. An easy throw to Leonard Fournette to move the chains, or he can just keep it and run it. But he chooses to throw down the field to DJ Chark. And DJ does a great job of tight roping along the sidelines to get extra yards.
21-yard field goal try after we just had the first third down conversion of the game moments ago by either team. Lambeau's great, and there it goes. And Lambeau with that field goal, the highest field goal percentage since 2017 in the NFL.
So here we go after the timeout. Shotgun. Dalton drops. Throws it to the right side. That is going to be caught for the touchdown by Joe Mixon. The first touchdown of the game belongs to the Cincinnati Bengals, and they take the lead with 1:25 to play in the half.
We need the 29, 3rd and 15. Going deep. No one home there. Oh, and it was grabbed by D.D. Westbrook. What a catch.
Tony McRae thought he had an interception. I mean, that ball was coming right to him, and at the last second, out of nowhere, D.D. Westbrook just jumps up and plucks that in the air.
29-yard field goal attempt for Lambeau. Cook gets it down. Lambeau kicks it up, and the field goal is good.
Well, you've dominated every aspect of this game except for the scoreboard for the Jags. Right now, the Bengals are saying, hey, we're not playing very good, but we're winning and we get the ball first.
We've played 30 minutes. Cincinnati 7, Jacksonville 6.
Second down and 22 outside Boyd. First catch here. Slips by Allen. Staggers ahead. Ball knocked free. DJ Hayden made the hit. And it's a turnover and it's picked up by Ronnie Harrison.
Hand off to Leonard Fournette. There's some running room inside the 40, inside the 35. Lumbers his way forward to the 33-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. Boy, good hard running by Leonard Fournette today and really all year long.
Lambeau. Field goals today at 21-29. This will be from 37. Windless day right down the middle.
Dropping is Dalton, looking to throw. Hit, and he's sacked. Josh Allen got him, the rookie, back near the 10-yard line of Cincinnati.
Every time. Yes, sir. That's what your speed does to tackles. Every time that way. The hell of a rush, kid. Welcome back to second half. It's about damn time you showed up.
We just got to finish, bro. We're doing the thing. That boy's open. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. It'll pop.
First and 10, 45 of Jacksonville. On across Conley. B.W. Webb can't get him. Chased by Bates. Look at Conley. Look at the block by Cole. And he takes it inside the 10. What a catch and run by Conley. Racing for 46. First and goal to go.
Minshew drops the throw. Fires to the right corner of the end zone. Wants Keelan Cole in the right corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Keelan Cole with the score, and Jacksonville has taken the lead.
It was an all-out blitz. The Bengals were bringing more than the Jaguars could pick up. You had a free rusher. Minshew recognized it, threw it to the back corner, and allowed Cole to run underneath it, and now they're going to go for two.
Dropping again is Gardner. Goes to the back of the end zone. Chris Conley has it, and the two-point conversion is good.
I'll be right back. Great job, man. Great job. I told you it was coming, right? I got you. I told you it was coming. Proud of you. Good job, boy.
First and 10. Dalton. Oh, it's picked off by Miles Jack. Dalton has thrown a crucial pick. He flips it back to Harrison. There goes a flag. Harrison winding his way up the sideline, gets by Cherry and knocked out of bounds.
What a play by Miles Jack. He steps right in front of Tyler Boyd, reading the eyes of Andy Dalton.
I mean, you talk about an athletic play of undercutting the receiver, and it was not an easy interception. He had to reach and extend out like he was the wide receiver.
You know what? I tell you what, you're going to make me get old quick, dude.
Hey, you know, you practice how you play, you get that in practice.
Running back like that, you sound like,
Dalton in a shotgun. He drops the throw against a four-man rush. It's going to be a screen, and it is picked off by Yannick Ngakoue to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Pick 6. Yannick Ngakoue extends the lead for Jacksonville.
Can you hear the hammer pounding on the nails? That's the nail in the coffin for the Cincinnati Bengals in this ball game. And great pressure by Taven Bryan. They're trying to set up the screen, and Andy Dalton throws it up because Giovanni Bernard is not open, and Ngakoue reads it perfectly and just literally walks into the end zone for, boy, the first defensive touchdown of this season.
Hey, young! Hey, bro. Big players make big time games. Hey, that's a big play, baby. Put us on the map with that one, baby.
Another pick! This is Harrison. Look at Ronnie Harrison Weed. Second interception this season. Hit by Eifert. May have coughed up the ball. They say he was down. Jacksonville's got it. A third consecutive interception thrown by Dalton.
They'll count this thing down, and after 2 losses, the Jaguars back in the win column. They defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 27-17.
hey, y'all scored a touchdown today. Y'all scored a touchdown today. We got everything, baby.
Coming up on Jags Wire.
Soundbite. 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 Soundbite.
We have many more sound bites from Sunday's game in Cincinnati. Mic'd Up is coming up. Plus,
It lands right here in his hands. There he goes.
a huge play at the right moment secured the Jaguars' win. Jeff Lageman takes us inside the play to show us how and why it happened. All that and much more straight ahead on Jags Wired.
Turnovers, they come in bunches, you know. We had got one, we got a strip, and then they just start coming. So hopefully we can keep it up, keep this momentum rolling in the next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that, and just keep it rolling.
DJ Hayden might be the most valuable player on the Jaguars defense this year. The often unheralded defensive back is a savvy veteran, and his third quarter forced fumble was the play that pulled the cork and unbottled the turnovers for the first time this year. We're back on Jags Wired. I'm Brian Sexton. Defensive end Yannick Ngakoue has been a big play machine in his 4-year NFL career. He already has 31.5 sacks and has forced 11 fumbles. And on Sunday, he made his second career interception, which led to his first NFL touchdown. Jeff Lageman is in the football lab to show you this big play in this week's Closer Look, presented by Baptist Health.
Screen, and it is picked off by Yannick Ngakoue to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, pick 6. Yannick Ngakoue extends the lead for Jacksonville.
Welcome into the football lab. The pick 6 from Sunday, a thing of beauty, and you got to give a lot of credit to Taven Bryan. There's some screen rules for the defensive line. The first guy that's going after the quarterback, go and stay after the quarterback. Everybody else realize he's got him. Let's peel and help out with the screen. Well, that first guy was Taven Bryan because you have a TE going on over here. Tackles up the field first, and then Ngakoue, the E part, comes underneath. So TE, tackle first and underneath. What happens with the penetration, which is great by Taven Bryan, he gets in the gap, the guard lets him go too soon, the tackle tries to help late, gets pulled all the way up in here. Well, Giovanni Bernard is coming across the formation to set the screen up. Runs right into his tackle. Well, Ngakoue, as he's looping underneath, sees the running back, Bernard, coming over, runs into the tackle, and he goes, hey, Taven Bryan, he's got the quarterback. I'm going to the screen. So he peels out, and all of a sudden, here comes the ball in the air. Whew, he lands right here in his hands. And then, there he goes. Touchdown for Ngakoue. Now let's jump in live in the film and take a look at it. There's the great penetration by Taven, up the field, takes the tackle with him, the tackle knocks off Bernard, and look at Ngakoue. He reacts, he's got his eyes on the ball the whole way. And nobody is going to catch Ngakoue to the end zone. Great play for the defense.
Celebrating the Jaguars' 25th season brings the past and the present together, and it's been a ton of fun. We've told a number of stories, but this next one might be my favorite. Jacksonville native and Jaguars All-Pro cornerback Rasheem Mathis merged the past with the present to create a lasting impact on the future of Englewood High School.
When I was in high school, I didn't have anyone that I knew that walked the halls that I walked and played on the same field that I played on. There were always dreams and aspirations of making it, whatever making it means, but it brings back a lot of memories. In a lot of ways, I can't believe that I'm actually sitting here.
He's one of the greatest examples we have, not even as a student athlete, just as a student in general. For the community, you know, it's been down for a little while, and we're trying to get it back to a program that people are proud of. You know, resource-wise, we don't have the facilities that other people have. We don't have, you know, equipment, that type of thing, as some other people have in athletics or in school in general. Some other places and schools in the area have some really nice stuff. That's kind of tough, so we tried to make it as good as we could, but, you know, just knowing that we can only do so much.
You know, this is not a prep school. This was part of my community, and still is. And that's the reason why we're giving back. The stuff that people commit and dedicate their time for you guys to be successful needs to be commended. What's going on, guys? How we doing? For those who don't know, my name is Rasheem Mathis. I played with the Jacksonville Jaguars for 10 years. I played in the NFL for 13 years. But the most importantly thing, I am a Ram. I sat in these same lockers, so I'm one of you guys to the fullest. Me and my Jaguar family wanted to do something special We're going to come in here and we're going to reveal something very special to you and your teammates and everybody in the Rams. What? To the Jaguars organization, to the countless people that put in the effort to renovating this place, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am them. That was me. It drives me to want to do more. They are what makes the Jaguars tick.
Just make sure you watch it. You just make sure you watch it.
You're about to hear a lot of talking because Mic'd Up is coming up. Next on Jags Wire.
So there's a lot of positive to take from it. We cleaned some things up in the red zone, and they're setting a close game. So there's stuff we can work on and stuff we're going to work on.
Rookie quarterback Gardner Minshew had something to prove in Cincinnati. A week after his worst showing against the Saints, he needed to bounce back with a stronger performance against the Bengals. Welcome back to Jags Wired. The Jaguars' 10-point win in Cincinnati wasn't as dominant as the stats make it look. Neither was it as close as the score makes it seem. It was a weird game until the Jaguars took control in the fourth quarter. Let's go to the sidelines for the players' perspective in this week's Mic'd Up.
Soundbite, soundbite, soundbite.
One play at a time, one play at a time.
Great today. That's it. Talk is cheap. You just make sure you watch it. You just make sure you watch it. Very good. Let's go. We're not saying we competing out here. It's a one-sided affair. These cannot eat with us.
Let's go, guys. Let's put some points on the board.
11, let's go.
Rip it.
21.
Hey, we're going to go for 2 if we score. We're going for 2 if we score.
Let's go.
When they run the digs and the daggers, we got to be all over that. If we get curls, we need to be going off of that.
Come out.
Good eyes, good firm tackles. Maybe the leaders out there now. Let's go. Fly to the ball.
So I was like, all right, you confused, huh? So I literally went like this, and then this went out.
Hey, just try all your moves on third down, but hey, second half when we're going to work together.
That safety gets in the box and we got to go big. Just communicate it out, right? So between you, guard, tackle, and tight end, let's all be on the same page. All right, and you guys are going to hunt that play action. You in there, Josh? Hey, hell of a job right there, boys. We need it. Hey, let's stay in our substitutions. You guys all feel good?
There we go. Relax.
You almost hit home right there. Bro, you should see my kill dude. And then back picked me up. The back chipped me through. I got a kick on the back. I got bent a little tighter on my rush.
Hey, DJ, go, all the way out, all the way.
They seem to be on to us a little bit as to when we're throwing and when we're running. Getting a lot of input.
Just keep that outside leverage. You did a hell of a job rolling it down, and all of a sudden you started floating inside, and then Dalton gave some ground and got outside of it.
He's reaching.
Oh, dang. I tell him to cut his mustache. A few times.
He's jealous, man. He'll grow one when he grows up.
I am jealous.
He'll grow one when he grows up.
He's got boogers in there and everything.
Big win. Feels good when you get a W. Yeah.
Coming up, we'll head back to the field for one last look at that win against the Bengals. That's next.
That second one was a good one. That was perfect timing with the glasses. See y'all.
Little did those fans know that the guy taking the photo with them would score the decisive touchdown. It was Keelan Cole's first score of the season and a huge play for an offense that seemed to knock on the door all day, but only entered the end zone that one time. Welcome back to Jags Wired. I'm Brian Sexton. One win isn't enough. On Sunday at TIAA Bank Field, the Jaguars will need another if they're going to stay within a game of the Texans and Colts in the AFC South. And with those divisional opponents set up as the next 2 games on the schedule, it makes Sunday against the Jets, say it with me folks, a must-win. If they do, they'll go to London 4-4 with a chance to avenge the 1-point Week 2 loss in Houston. We'll see you next week when we look back at the game against the Jets. Good night, everybody.
Aziz. Go. What's up, Coach? Good? Yes, sir. Let's have a great day. What's up, Kalea, man? Get us live, man. What's up, Cam? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he about to get his feet wet. There you go.